I'm excited to give this a try though, since after all, like I just said, it's been a few days. It's going to be a busy work week for me, so it may still be another few days till I get my next video in. So let's try and sneak something in, even if it's just for fun and not something super serious. RogueTech could be super serious anyway, depending on how difficult it's going to be. I think all they really said is they rebalanced everything. It doesn't technically mean it's harder. It's harder probably trying to manage and maintain everything, mind you, but probably not for the battles themselves, so we're in for a good time. I did find the battles themselves. It remains to be seen if attrition is going to screw me over or give me a hard time. That would probably be the one catch. Let's get started. Although, with me playing around with the settings a bit, I noticed that load times can be a bit slow. So I apologize for that in advance. At least with the Twitch or the YouTube version, I can try and cut out a lot of that downtime. It's going to take a lot more time trying to find them, mind you, but it should help alleviate on the YouTube end. It's going to suck for Twitch, probably. For one, the main thing I've been noticing is for my mission contracts, it takes an eternity for it to switch over. At least like 5-10 seconds maybe. At least for the first time. And no, I do not have a king crab. That's one of the changes they made to RogueTech as they tried adding in a couple new mechs. This is actually the 50-ton version called the Crab. It just is using the visuals of said king crab. As excited as I was when I saw it, that is not true, sadly. And a lot of things to note, there's a lot more little nuanced stuff here. We got hand components, we have engines on our center torso, actual like size of the engines, gyros. A lot of this is mostly filler, but we can retweak the engines there completely. Extra light engines are in, light engines are in. There's the possibility for clan tech, but I don't think I activate that. It's mainly due to the reason if I don't have a proper crab model, I don't imagine the clan mechs are going to look all that awe-inspiring either. So we're gonna keep it generic. And I'm hoping my stream chat's actually connected. I don't see any. Let me just double check something. I want to make sure my Android is actually seeing text. No, it's not. Okay, there we go. I just had to be sure. It just kept saying it was connecting on my Android. But yeah, we have a lot more components, more true to what original Battletech and MechWare is. We have 13 slots on each of these components. And that allows for a lot of variety. We just gotta unlock them first, that's the thing. Hell, even 2 different types of ammo, one of which is Artemis, which does get bonus to accuracy from what it says there. They emphasize a lot of the bonuses and traits on a lot of these things. I don't know, mine is 180 minimum range. I don't know what's the difference there to the hot loaded and Artemis. Unless this is another special type LRMs, I don't actually think I have a mech that uses LRM in general. If I'm going to be perfectly honest. To be able to affect... No, it looks like hot loaded regular LRMs. Okay, we got a whole bunch of different types. I take that back. Yeah, there we go. So hot loaded reduces the minimum range altogether. Reduces them and makes them less reliable. I wonder why that is. I wonder what makes them less reliable. It's not ammo box grants buffs. Oh no, that's not it. It says it makes them less reliable. I'm not sure why. Is it probably because of ammo, isn't it? Yeah, 20 less shots, and there's a lot of tweaks here. For sure, this is just the missiles in general. Hell, let me show you the customized fancy mech that they gave me. The Jenner 7X. This thing is basically an example of all the nuances you can do. We have a heat bank, for one. It increases my maximum threshold, and we also got 2 Thunderbolt missiles. Thunderbolt 10 missiles to be exact. And based on how they tweak the mod some, it looks like it requires autocan ammo. Since this is technically a single shot missile as opposed to like firing entire salvos. The number is just representative of the size, I guess, the caliber. Since I'm not quite well versed with the Thunderbolt missiles, I know of the arrows, I know of long toms, all those other stuffs from MechWare. Not so much from the tabletop and the more, the more unique kind of weaponry, which I don't even know if the Thunderbolt counts as that. But sadly, this thing only has a basic engine. I was kind of hoping to see an extra light, since we have ways to fine tune and customize the mech to get extra tonnage out of our engines, like an extra light as it sounds. We get a lighter engine, it takes up some of these slots on the sides, and it allows us to fit even bigger toys, even bigger weaponry. And I'm excited to see how this works out, let alone how the visuals are going to work, honestly. That could be a bit of a concern if what I've seen so far is any indication with just doing the contracts. And I gotta show off who is leading this roster. We have Decker, although I kind of was hoping to line it a little bit better with the call sign being middle. I was originally going with first name Decker and then Dead Man Walking. I even got rid of the Decker, dismissed the original Decker we had in this roster. Since it includes the original crew here, we got Glitch, Medusa, Behemoth, and of course even Decker. So I thought it was more appropriate to have him lead this roster. And what a portrait. Look at that mugshot he has. You want him leading your army, you want him leading your mercenary corps, don't you? And then otherwise, the same thing as I noticed before. Train the skills increases their monthly salary.
Yes, Commander.
So I'm going to focus on avoiding our starting roster and have them more as the backup squad, since they all technically have the same, the same skills, mind you.
Yes, Commander.
So we're going to be at least start off with Dragon, Gearhead,
Commander?
Whisper, and Panama, who I bought as a replacement for Decker, which is why he has no experience and no skills trained in there just yet, as opposed to everyone else. Otherwise, I don't know how the missions are going to play out, let alone salvage and all that stuff. So let's just dive right into it. Hell, I should get upgrades going, let's be fair. We get to Argo immediately. And another weird thing I noticed, average cost. Monthly cost for these, for the Argo, maintaining it. For some reason, some of these have negative costs to them. And the one like the power system we just saw increases my average cost. I do not know what to make of that. If I'm perfectly honest, it may just reduce maintenance costs, maybe? It seems weird, I don't get it. So we're gonna have to keep a sharp eye on that. But ultimately, I think I'm going to go with only 2, maybe 3 streams of RogueTech, just to get ourselves started. Ooh. I didn't see this main missions before. Where the hell did these all come from? Really, it was just a logistical breakdown. The one here for the Taurians. And there was one other mission here, Nosy Neighbors. Those were the only 3 missions I had access to, so I'm a little bit shocked. Suddenly we have a whole bunch of different ones. Now the big question, where do we go? Since travel distance is a bit of a concern, even though it does encourage open world sandbox, doesn't it? It encourages me to go everywhere I want, but every 3 days I get hit with a price point. Oh, maybe that's why. The company finance has also been changed to show a negative modifier. So maybe upgrading the power and the internal structure actually reduces my monthly costs. That would be convenient. But since we're only going to do like a short number of streams, I think we're going to jump into something bigger. We're going to do 1.5 skulls to get ourselves acclimated to see how things are. What kind of mission would I want with that said? Destroy base might sound simplest. Who's this faction though? I don't recognize the faction. Oh, it's been abandoned, I think. Is it an abandoned mission? I'd rather just do a mission for the mercenary board, but we'll stick with this. Have 500,000 C-bills, a little bit of reputation with a non-existent faction. You know I'm getting my money's worth here. And a little bit of salvage, although we do have to negotiate. I kind of forgot about that trait. I want to keep the 2 prioritized there. It's sadly, well, I could customize options, but I did set that I need 5 mech components if I want to get a brand new mech to my roster. So there's no way I can just conveniently set it to max 3 and just knock it out pilot. It's going to be a lot more effort than that, even if I were to get lucky enough to just incapacitate them. So I think we go 50-50, stick with that, and get a feel for what we want. Also, we only have 4 mechs, so we need to be careful about repair costs and all that, since I can't actually buy any new mechs here just yet. I had excuse me, I had a look at the store already, and nothing was available for me as far as mech components. And my scout, Deadman's going to be taking out the Jenner, since he's kind of like currently my ace pilot with the evasive skill. And everything else is a 50-ton medium mech. So let me have a good look at their stats. Centurion is kind of my frontliner. I'm going to assume, since it's even in the regular campaign, it had a lot of durability and armor to it. I'm just looking at, let's see, 5 bars. I just want to make sure. 5 bars, and what about the Hunchback? It's also kind of durable. So really, it's whoever I feel like, whichever mech I feel like personalizing people with there. Since I like to continue with that theme of having each mech pile with their own mech, it's going to be tricky with only 4 mechs, and I doubt I'm going to be able to salvage one from this mission alone. But Gearhead, I'm trying to think what has the most firepower. The Hunchback has autocannon 10 and 4 medium lasers, whereas the Crab has 2 medium lasers, a large laser, and a small laser. And keep in mind, I don't know how this accounts for the balance from the main game's well, I already know the answer to that. I'm an idiot. It would account for whatever the mod deems its value to be. And the large laser is incredibly hot. What about our medium laser? So it looks like it was before, or the vanilla version, if I want to argue. So I think Hunchback is the right choice for Gearhead. And Whisper, you're going to be my tank type character. Now armor values note. Would have liked you on the Hunchback, but I think we're okay with this for now, until we get you something with real meat, real armor to it. And it even gives us a drop cost. Not a big deal. Ooh, this might suck. Apparently my current tonnage is only enough for half a skull, so maybe I want to second guess that. At least go for 1 skull. Just to be safe, I was expecting it to maybe be a little bit higher. So we'll just stick with the nosy neighbors. I would like to at least 2 priority salvage if I'm going to do that. Sending a message, that's destroy a base. That's kind of the exact same thing I wanted before. Ooh, and we get even more C-bills out of it. So I see this as a win-win. Now let's do that again, shall we? Just so we don't embarrass ourselves too much, but push the envelope a little bit. So Dragon, you are in the Centurion, Gearhead in the Hunchback, and Whisper, you are in the Crab. Unless I want to put Panama in there, you kind of need experience since you have absolutely none to call your own. And I haven't quite decided what I want with you anyway. It makes you a tiny bit weaker though, but I don't think I need 2 Juggernauts. That's one thing they also did. They rearranged some of the skills. Master Tactician is the first tactics skill you can get access to, and of course, Juggernaut is the first skill you get for Guts Pilot, and also increases melee damage, which is important to note. Was it piloting skills and gunnery skills are the exact same, so multi-target and all that, as you already see down here with Gearhead and Deadman. I may regret putting Panama in there, but it's not a huge difference. I'm just not going to benefit from an additional Juggernaut. At least for the time being. Not that I want the Crab to be in close anyway. Now, big question. How much will this slow down, and is it going to crash on me? That's what I'm really terrified about right now. Not having play tested any of this right now. Just going in cold turkey, going in blind. I was a mercenary like you, but then I took a Thunderbolt to the lower leg actuator. I wonder what that's a reference to. And conveniently enough, I have 2 Thunderbolts on my Jenner. So we know who was the one who shot you in the lower leg actuator, I think we know exactly who it is. You just failed to mention the fact that he shot a second one right on your back once you fell over. And it is taking a while. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, it is taking a while to load.
Command interface initiated.
Now, let's see what exactly this entails. Oh. Oh god. Is DX Tori going to be screwing over? Yeah, this is DX Tori's doing again. Thankfully, this is sandbox mode. I can cheese this a little bit for the YouTube version, since I know where to click. It's just a shame we're not getting much of a briefing. So this is truly the vanilla version, and interestingly enough, the color coding on my hit points.
What's the plan?
That is, I don't know what's making that, and I don't know why I see 3 icons on these pilots, and not on Deadman. That confuses me a little bit. Oh well. And I'm curious, is the King Crab still a King Crab? It's a smaller King Crab, so I guess that's something. Why can't I move anyone? Oh, it's initiative phase, that's why. That's what that 3 represents. I'm an idiot. It's almost like I forgot how to play this. Ooh, Interestingly enough, half evasion stacks. That's what it looks like here. I don't know if I want to sprint though, with that said.
Of course.
Not until we get an idea what we're up against. Since I want to brace and there's our objectives over there. At first I thought they were maybe turrets. Oh, and another thing to note. Yeah, it's treated as though we're already in
What can I do
combat.
for you?
So this is not going to be as convenient traveling across the map, sadly. Since playing this properly, playing this safe, kind of recommends I just do regular moves and brace, so let's just get this out of the way now. Oh, spacebar does work though, so that'll help a tiny bit to kind of rapidly get through your animation. If not that, and next turn we should get visual. Visual of the objective at least, or radar contact. And then real combat. The real battle should begin. I think I kind of want to sprint with you, even if your sprint takes you almost literally nowhere further.
No shooting.
And just watch. Gearhead's the one that's going to take all the shots because of that brace move. Oh wait, didn't I just sprint with you? Oh, you get a... Maybe that's something new they did there. I get a penalty for doing said sprint, maybe. Since that's kind of how it was in the BattleTech
How might I help?
tabletop game as well. Let me read that. Cannot sprint if unsteady. No, that doesn't really say a whole lot there. And my DxTory frame rate and timer is kind of obscuring that box a little bit. But it doesn't say anything about me being able to shoot still, surprisingly.
Be there in a jiff.
We'll play this by ear, try and figure this out some. And hopefully have a nice tense battle as a result. Since apparently, I'm only able to handle half-skull missions here. Ooh. So they know I'm here. Vehicle, mech. We got company.
Standing by.
And I have no sensor lock to conveniently spot them. I almost want to reserve, just in case there's more hiding in the background that I'm not aware of. Not that it honestly makes a difference. They need to actually get vision of me. But I want to get in the woods, because that's still cover. Ooh, +1 to fire out, and +2 to fire into. At least that is updated.
Moving to position.
So trees is not like the must cover. There is penalties to it. If I'm likely to take shots, then I definitely want them in trees if bracing is not an option. But for like Gearhead hangs back, at least as far back as beam lasers and autocan 10 can give them, and then just pepper them some.
Coordinates received.
But we'll worry about that later. Let's just hope this is not going to spell certain doom for my run already, since I also did it Iron Man mode. But worst case, if it really is that bad, we can always start a new campaign, since again, this is the very first mission.
I've got something.
Narmech there, everyone brace, just for good measure. And keep everyone in nice close formation, so at least that way the damage maybe gets spread out a bit. I don't know how the AI was changed. And it doesn't want to give me a line of sight. Okay, I take that back. Since I would have figured down here would have given me vision, right? Or maybe the trees are actually blocking vision this time. I think I just reserve. I don't want Decker to just get shot a whole bunch there. Walk into their line of vision. I'd rather have him spot and maybe get a couple Thunderbolt hits.
Yes,
Unless
Commander.
someone else can spot.
Waiting
Gearhead
on
would be
Commander.
ideal. Gearhead can get a shot, and I think they all moved. At least all the ones we see currently. So let's just cheese this a tiny bit more in our reserve in case there's a medium mech to concern ourselves with. Well, there's an Initiative 3 tank,
Ready for orders.
which is probably the scariest thing if I'm going to be honest.
I hear ya.
It could also have been Initiative 2. No, it's Initiative 3, never mind. Gotta be very mindful this is not going to be pleasant. Ooh. The further back you are, the better. I gotta keep that in mind. I also want to make sure you can hit them. I would like to maximize your chance to hit, but
What can I do
with
for
a lot of uncertainties, I don't know if I'm willing to commit to
you?
this.
Commander.
But we're gonna do it anyway. What are you? You are a Zephyr. You look like a harasser a little bit. And you have 50. Ooh, you have shoddy armor. That I'm fine with. I will happily take the easier kills. I'm just trying to figure out how likely you are to kill. Ooh, ECM. I wonder how that functions in this game. Ooh, and even a tag. I don't have the most convenient setup. I know what they do, and the tag scares me if they have any missiles. Ooh, man, look at those hit chances. That is not reassuring. What is the modifiers with that said? Long range, target effects. Oh, that's the ECM probably. Ooh, and it even accounts for movement. Oh, never mind. That's the evasion stacks. Of course it's accounting for movement. And I even get a penalty for moving myself, so they made this a lot more similar to the tabletop version, with a lot more increments when you consider the half evasion stacks. Do I really commit to firing? It doesn't seem worth it. Let's brace you. You're like a sink duck out there.
Standing by.
I just wish I could think of something better.
Reporting.
You could also shoot them, Decker. Might be a horrible idea with you being a light mech. But you cannot say no to 57s to hit. What kind of damage do you do? 40.
Receiving you.
I'm gonna have to start firing eventually. I think that can't be denied. Blue lines. Oh, is that oh, they color coded so I know is when it's indirect fire. And you are currently not braced. It's worth trying to shoot at you, no matter what happens. You also, I'll stick with the large laser and L-arm. Let's not go too crazy with the heat, since I don't know how that functions just yet. And my chances to hit aren't all that impressive anyway, but first combat of the game. Now, big question, how does that affect the evasion stacks? Did it affect it at all? No, it didn't. So that is permanent.
Receiving you.
That is something I kind of like, since light mechs get a lot of versatility and a lot of survivability with that mobility at least. It is still random, mind you. You were going to take a lot of flack there, so gotta be careful of that. Focus more on our harasser friend. Well, it's not a harasser, I know. But at least seeing this king crab a little bit microscopic is actually nice. It's enough to make me believe it's a crab. Even though the crab we're going to be getting in the... what is it? The expansion, I forget what it's called, Flashpoints, is going to look more true to the real thing, especially if it's needle nose lasers. Needle nose, as it were. Ooh, you got two large lasers. For some reason I thought it was two mediums, a small and a large, from what I remember of the crab. I'll take it, we just gotta watch the heat. Well, those are horrible shots. How do you miss that badly with two lasers that have instant travel, no lead time, or anything of that sort? Huh, I thought for a moment I have indirect fire. I don't know what my chances look like to hit. Not impressive. What's my chance like that? It basically doubled. And I want you to be mobile. Without a doubt, I want you to be able to... Sprinting does crap for you. And jumping is going to make you really hard to hit anything, isn't it? Ooh, still 32%, maybe not. I don't know how much it's going to make you hard to hit, mind you, since you're like the only thing that doesn't have brace. Or any kind of defensive cover anyway. But let's see how these Thunderbolts do. Nah, they were both duds. But at least different audio for it. Okay, Jenner F, half armor. Well, one hit, I'm already exposed. Thanks for that.
That shot got past my armor.
So much for our specialized mech.
Reporting.
I kind of want you to reserve. Oh, that was on the arm, that's why. Since that thing's a glass cannon anyway, I'm gonna dare to reserve. Since that full evasion stacks, and I don't know if I want to do that again. Although I do have plenty of heat. A lot of it's thanks to that dang heat bank that I have on that mech. The AI may not be functioning the best, since it just fired a single laser at me, thinking it would reduce my evasion stack. So there's one criticism, maybe, I would have about the AI so far. I don't have bulwark. We're going to want to get in closer without a doubt. Since I wonder if melee... The melee most likely is probably affected by the distance travel and evasion stacks. And there's no point to staying still. Who would be best
Awaiting
to
orders.
shoot at this Sepper? Since any hit will kill that, so I think that's kind of
Moving on,
Gearhead's
Commander.
job. I don't like the idea of him stand. Well, he's braced currently, he's not in woods though. And I only can hit with auto can 10. Can we get the, there we go, we can get everything to fire and at least kill a vehicle.
Affirmative.
There's a really good chance we kill that if we hit the front. Oh, no. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, we don't have access to a morale? No, it's called resolve instead, interestingly enough. Is that for each individual pilot or is that total?
Special delivery.
Damn, we killed that thing immediately. Massive overkill for what was a bunch of 25% chance to hit,
Knocked
good
out a
god.
vehicle.
I just ruined a really good chance to hit a target that wasn't one-shottable, damn it. That's a little unfortunate.
Standing by.
Now, Dragon, I think I keep you in there unless you can... Yeah, I think I'll keep you there. It's just going to be really tricky to hit these targets, though. So let's watch our heat, with that said.
Firing.
Ooh, perfect. I could not ask for a better result there. I don't know what exactly we hit. Side torso nearly just one-shot the thing. And that will help a ton with getting rid of your mobility. Now, let's see, that's trees there. I want you to help further
Confirmed.
punish the hell out of this dang spider. That were 220s, but we have like basically 15 shots left.
Commander.
14 shots more exactly. Oh,
Reporting.
we're doing good on that thing regardless. It's eventually gonna die.
What's up, boss?
Piece by piece. Piece by piece, rather. Do I continue firing large lasers? I'm gonna need to cool down some for the real fight. This will cool me down a tiny bit. Maybe I get a hit. Ooh, both the large lasers are hitting. Ooh, unsettled. Oh, that's... I know that would mean unsteady. I don't know why it was reworded differently, though. Do I dare attempt to fire? It doesn't actually help your accuracy, as silly as it sounds. So we're just going to continue what we're doing, I think. Or his heat might be affecting my accuracy as well. That's something I might have to consider and look at. Yeah, your chance to hit is, like, greatly reduced. I don't know why. Offensive push. Ooh, they rename things. At +6... What is it? Take a called shot at +6 stiff penalty. Target's initiatives reduced. Huh, I'm just curious how this would look. Yeah, it reduces my chance to hit. So that's not like the go-to get the best shot possible type of ability. I think I'm just gonna reserve. Keep your evasion up. Just in case, since your arm's already exposed, damn it. Hand destroyed. Thanks for that.
This isn't looking too good.
Now how am I gonna pick up this tree and bash you with it, with this crab? You know those things have some really vicious vice grips on them. You know a crab could do it, right? Or a king crab anyway. Holy crap. That's some range on that flamethrower. I think it's because it's... the closer we are, the more heat it does? Since I don't see why it would generate 0 heat.
What can I do for you?
Interesting. I think we prioritize the spider despite how difficult it might be to hit. No, and I don't... I could actually move close to a few. Is that a good idea? Amazing chances to hit. Especially since it is also that side torso.
Uh-huh.
We just gotta make sure we're ready to get you into cover or give you some support. It did help with your accuracy quite a significant amount. I'm just curious though, is heat affecting your accuracy? Not really. And actually, we're getting a better chance to hit because we're shooting from the side, interestingly. Normally, you would think that would make them flatter, especially with a spider. But I don't think it considers the fact that the mech we're shooting at. If this was a king crab or something with a long nose, it probably would make sense why I'm hitting easier. We'll turn off the small laser, try and keep the heat a little more manageable. Slightly.
Tell me what to shoot.
Ooh, the auto cannon hit, perfect. 2 more good hits. Sadly, I did not get that torso I wanted so badly.
You'll take it and like it.
Huh. What the hell is going on there? Stressed? Unnerved? I wonder what's going on there. But you're all sorts of screwed.
Ready for orders.
I think we're ready to go in for a much more aggressive posture. And I'm noticing there's different like highlights for my weaponry now. To an extent. Since I don't want to fire alarms here. Heat is very good here. Anything... Yeah, even a medium laser might kill that thing in the center torso.
Attacking from position.
I got a hit there first. Oh, never mind, trees. It didn't matter.
Mech destroyed.
1 mech down. Now we just got 1 vehicle and a generator left to deal with.
Awaiting orders.
At least for the first squad. Let's not jinx ourselves. And what are you? You're an Ingus. Flamer and a machine gun. Oh, and the spider heads of flamethrowers, you are just medium lasers. Let's deal with you. Well, damn good chances to hit. I'm willing to take a lot of heat for this. And next turn, if possible, you don't do anything, or ideally, you jump into the water there.
Firing all weapons.
Damn, amazing hits there. Wow. We just headshot the damn thing. What the hell? Oh god. Oh god. I don't want to know what that was.
Ha! Send me a real opponent.
I wonder if that was an LBX, as silly as it may sound. And sadly I can't right click the generator to know what status it was. What we actually did to it. I think we just headshot the poor bastard. Killing it immediately. At least we get some... Well, at least we're gonna get 2 generator components for salvage. Ooh, 75%, that's amazing. Let's kill it now. Give me those hits. Ah. I was Ooh, we get to do it again. So I can be an even bigger dick. Gotta be mindful that we're getting closer to whatever the hell shot those cannons at us. And I don't like that prospect one bit with a generator. Especially when I have no idea what the hit chances are.
Target destroyed.
Perfect.
Reporting 1 less vehicle.
The garrison is gone. They have no vision to shoot at me. So at least there's that. Now it's just a question of how close do we need to get to destroy these buildings. Since really the smart thing to do would probably be use this ledge here. At least with one of my mechs. The generator definitely could benefit nicely there. I just don't think I have long range enough long range weaponry to... Well, I could be wrong. I have 2 large lasers on the Crab and a large laser LRM on the Centurion. I could get away with maybe cheesing this to a vague extent.
I hear ya.
By reserving. So let's hang on to that idea. We just gotta get Decker moving first for that to matter. So brace. Gearhead, you're probably the only one who might not get to do much for what I have in mind. But we gotta see what we're up against first.
Reporting.
Now let's see. You can sprint. It doesn't do you a lot of good. And jump jet's almost as effective in all honesty.
Engaging jump jet.
So that's probably what I want to do. At least hug along here and get Decker, get Deadman in really close. I'm gonna have a hard time not calling him Decker, am I now?
Good to go.
Since I've been doing it this entire time.
Receiving you. Orders?
Let me just reserve. Not that it really matters, but just in case I walk into vision without realizing it. It'll make it a little more less likely that I get shot at by everything.
Aye, aye.
And let me play with the sprint some more. With that said, this is a perfect opportunity. Even though it doesn't really do much for me right in water. So we have something there. Yeah, I can still shoot. I don't know why exactly. I just can't brace. I imagine there's a huge aim penalty. Kind of like how the walk and run works with the tabletop. If I had to guess.
Move order received.
Yeesh, you're almost completely submerged in that water, Panama. I hope you're cooling off as quickly as I'm expecting you to. With you being that submerged, good God.
Yes, Commander.
You're gonna be an aquatic mech at this rate. Never mind the fact that it's a crab. It kind of goes hand in hand, doesn't it? And I should have just jumped jet or sprinted. That was rushed. Oh well, let's see if we can spot something. Actually, let me reserve.
Waiting for the
Since
shot.
apparently they're on Initiative 3 and we can cheese the AI a little bit. Or game the mechanics
Waiting for
some.
orders.
So you can see if you sprint there. Probably not something I want to do, if I were to be honest. But we'll get ourselves ready in case. 2 turrets. And then we find out they have like a sensor lock or something. That will ruin my day a bit. Be able to spot me outside of vision and just pepper me more with whatever the hell they shot me with. That's always a likely situation. But so far it's not looking to be true. At least for this mission.
Reporting.
I almost want to reserve again. I want to kind of cheese this a bit since I kind of can do it that way. If the turrets are going to be on Initiative 3 as opposed to Initiative 1. And just for good measure I should do it one more time. Just in case there's another turret that's on Initiative 2. I'm going to be committing to this though with that said. When I probably didn't need to. Large laser, a large pulse, and a tag. Let's try and kill this thing. Since it's going to be pretty easy to kill. It might already be dead actually. I was overthinking this for nothing.
That turret is gone.
A lot of it comes down to the fact that it's a one skull mission. And my mechs would suggest I can only handle half a skull. That is where that thought process is coming from in all seriousness.
Awaiting orders.
But there could be more company after all still. Once we destroy the base, there might be some friends we'll have to deal with.
I hear ya.
Oh well, I think there's only 2 turrets left, maybe one more. Oh, never mind, there is a 4th one. That one may have a hard time hitting us anyway, just because of the obstruction.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, time to cheese this again. Because it worked so well before. Well, clearly I'm proven wrong. They somehow see me. I don't know how exactly.
Awaiting orders.
They got better vision, I don't like it one bit. And you get... Oh, you see the objectives, okay. I was wondering about that. And sadly, you already shot, so I just don't think we care about you too much. But I guess we're going to shoot you anyway. And those structures are going to take a little bit of work. 44 is not impressive, but try it anyway, you got the ammo for it. 1 hit, please. Nothing. We got absolutely nothing out of that. Oh god, I have full evasion, make this work. Well, that was painful.
I'm hit.
I get potentially full evasion stacks and they still hit me with almost all their missiles, damn it.
Receiving you.
There was a reason I want to cheese this. And I think I'm outside of range. I can't even hit with the large laser. Is this in range? Yes, it's actually in range of the large laser now, so that's probably what that blue line is supposed to indicate. We're figuring out the nuances, it's a lot more convenient though. It's gonna take a little bit of work killing this. Aw, missed with the laser. The one thing I didn't want. Good god. I jump, get a good amount of evasion, and it means crap. I wonder why. I don't know why exactly. That's annoying. And you can sprint and see something up there, so I think you're gonna kill whatever the hell shot those cannons. Well, that's gonna take a bit of repair time. More than likely. And I only got 4 mechs to utilize.
Receiving you.
So hopefully the pay is worth it. And what the hell are you? Ooh, those were ultra autocannons. Okay. You terrify me a tiny bit just because of the sheer range you have on that thing. A single large ER large I'm not worried about. You on the other hand are gonna be annoying.
Roger that.
And I guess the turret in back is a missile turret. Can we hit with both of them? That would spell certain doom. Nope. Halfway there though. Some reinforced sniper turret though, for crying out loud.
Reporting.
It started with like half the armor. And I do not want to lose these thunderbolts already just because of them being really good at hitting me. So let's just get out of vision and blind fire this turret. Not blind fire, but shoot outside his vision. My hit chances are not impressive, but I only need a single hit. Give it to me, Decker. Thank you.
That turret is gone.
It's going to be odd having thunderbolts on a scout mech, mind you. So I don't think I may want to swap them out at some point once I get a feel for how this mod works out. Gearhead,
You, Commander.
are you in range? It does not want to tell me. Apparently, it's blue there, you can hit them. Now I'm confused what the red and blue is supposed to mean, because I thought blue was when you're outside of your own vision.
I read you, Commander.
I'm confused a tiny bit. I don't know what to expect, but at least the Hunchback has the armor. So if it draws fire, I'm fine with that. Oh no, you can shoot all of them. Now I'm even more confused. And what is this? Oh, this target was tagged. Okay, so that's what that red laser was. Ooh, perfect. Completely eradicate. One more turret,
Destroyed.
which I wonder if it can see me or not. Because the buildings, these buildings technically are our enemy. They could see me, right? I am wondering about that. But I didn't see no shots. And what does Vigilance do? Guarded, entrenched, and removes stability damage, so it's the exact same as before. And apparently we can stock up the hell out of Resolve. If somehow the battle goes on long enough, that is.
Attacking from the
Enemy structure is weakening.
Yes, it's getting hammered. That was like half its health there, so that was a pretty good salvo. Gotta be careful about getting vision there. I'm worried about maybe getting shot. When it's the last move I have of the turn after all. I would like everyone to try and shoot that missile turret down, ideally.
target acquired.
One more? Aw, the medium laser didn't finish it. Or, oh, never mind, it is gone.
Good shot.
I'm being misled again.
Enemy structure down.
So let's just reserve, let the missile turret go.
Roger that. Standing by.
It sees nothing.
Yes, Commander.
We are successfully gaming the mechanics. Screw you, RogueTech, for making turrets a little bit more easier to deal with. Just like with a better Advent in XCOM, I'm gonna abuse the hell out of your mechanics. And I gotta say, the prime units were a bit of a joke. But with hits like that, it may still get to shoot at me. A lot of that comes down to the frost bombs, mind you, of XCOM, that made my life so much easier. And then at a certain point, I just got mind control of domination, and I had a 100% chance to mind control of an Archon Prime. So that felt damn good. Never mind the Gatekeeper Prime we successfully dominated. Good God. It is getting better and better for me against those Prime units. Now, let's see. This is not quite damage to kill it, but it'll get close. Although, I would argue, all those shots should have hit the turret there,
What can I do for you?
if those visuals were any indication.
Moving to position.
This may be a mistake, but at least the Hunchback has the most health to justify this. I think it's referring to optimum range, maybe, which still makes no sense. Sort of. I don't know what to make of that, with the blue indicator and the red one. But at least there's no more threats, so let's finish this up. And maybe this will be our first successful mission? It remains to be seen how the repair costs are going to be.
The target is confirmed.
At least we didn't lose a Thunderbolt in our first mission.
Awaiting orders.
That's the only thing I can be happy with, if nothing else.
Firing.
I hate to break it to you, those did not look like
No choice.
misses. I think you're lying to me. Not that it's a big deal anyway. Multi-target it up. We got easy out here. Oh yeah, let's see. Switch these to B. These two are just in case.
You betcha.
Just in case one of them misses. It'll double our chances of killing it. Ah, let me see what the rest of the shots are doing, damn it. I have no idea if that hit. It looks like it did something. Since this thing's almost gone. Now, 2 shots is all we need. Large laser and a medium laser. Medium laser, rather.
It's time to bug out. Get to the LZ for extraction.
Alright, so it doesn't automatically end, does it? Oh god, I forgot. DX Tory. I gotta remember where that complete button is. I know it's here somewhere. I'm gonna have to turn off DX Tory just in case, so I can actually see what the heck I'm looking at. That's gonna be annoying, since this doesn't account for the update version of BattleTech. At least I know what to click, and I don't think we care about the briefing, debriefing all that much anyway. I just gotta know where it is at, basically. All this time I was assuming it was the mission complete icon, but no, it was more chat box down at the bottom. Now, what are we looking at? We got increased payment, hit an objective, destroy base turrets, drop cost deducted. What is this for? Oh no, that's for... I'm confused. What's... It's a success, but the drop costs were deducted, and it got increased 10% payment. Or maybe that was for the hit an objective. I'm confused. Otherwise, 20-day injury on Dead Man. Degenerate will take a little bit of repairs, and I did set that armor had to be repaired, or maybe it wasn't free, is what I said too. So maybe it gets repaired immediately, it just costs me C-bills. And we get a full Jenner, but sadly, I'm only able to get 2 priority salvage. Before I jump in that, what else do we get? We got a nice engine there, and apparently reduces heat guarding ECM. So that's what it does, huh? Basically a plus, I want to say 10% a reduction to hit. At least with the vanilla version. I would like to get an ECM. Although, the main strength of these ECM was the fact that it helped with jamming the enemies. If they shoot other targets, I don't think that helps me very much, does it? Since this is just for the mech that has it, right? I would take this if it's an AoE effect, but I don't think it is. And target painter, which increases chance to hit too, but we'll work on the mech. Ooh, we got 3 of 5, that's not terrible. And we got a bunch of basic stuff. Oh well, a good successful mission. Dead Man's gonna be recovering for a bit though. The big question is what's happening to my Jenner with its structure damage. And a destroyed hand, which it technically does not actually have a hand. I need to point that out. We destroyed something that does not even exist. Let alone on the crab, sort of. Ooh, what is this? Organized chaos. So the events are still here. It just randomly triggered. What is this exactly? Leopard's too small. Oh, this is where everything's unorganized. Fill every corner. I'll tell them to make do, as much as I may not like that. Ooh, fatigue system. I'm noticing that on the top right. No lasting consequences. 3 for mechs for damage and 3 days for repairs. Yes. Does that include the Jenner though? That's what I'm curious about.
Welcome to the grease pit, Commander.
Yeah, it includes the Jenner as well. So it's gonna take 3 days for everything. I think. So, I guess they are fatigued. We're gonna need backup crew, but how long are they fatigued? With that said,
Receiving you.
Does it want to tell me anywhere on here? It doesn't want to tell me.
Reporting.
It doesn't even want to tell me how long, oh, 19 days, never
Ready
mind.
for orders.
5 days, alright, I was looking at the wrong place. So that's not as bad as I thought. Still, we're gonna be waiting for a bit since I only have I have a mech completely out. And the other ones need repairs, but it's not significant. I probably could still technically send them out on a mission. Speaking of which, let's have a look at our mission. Since one skull wasn't terrible, let's try for 1/2. Anywhere that takes me to a nearby region to just kill time, since we're going to be waiting a few days anyway. Nope. Doesn't look like it. So we'll just let the mechs repair. Enjoy our little bit of wealth. And get everything recovered.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Crew's ready for next job. Maybe I should wait till they're no longer fatigued, since why the hell not? That way I don't have to pay more monthly salary for Behemoth Glitch and all them. What do we have here? Ooh, Gearhead Technician. So we have an easy out maybe? Oh, I remember this one. This is the very first event. Yeah, I know the Gearhead Technician would be good, but it helps with morale. I don't know how that affects resolve, mind you. But it's a promising start, I'll take it. Higher morale also generates more resolve per turn. I don't know if that's just changed the wording or not, since apparently resolve means something completely different to regular morale. But I think we're ready. Dead Man is going to have to be replaced is the only thing. So someone else is going to have to take the Jenner, which might be Medusa, we'll see. What was the one I was looking at, eyeing at? 1.5 skulls. Do I dare do a simple battle? Do I dare do a simple battle? We already did destroy base, so we don't need that. We already know what that entails. Which, if these are all going to be the generic missions we're already used to, you can see where I might get bored of this really quickly. Unless we have ourselves a real challenge, that's the exception. Holy crap, okay. I think our priority here is C-bills. So we're going to maximize the payment, get the 1 priority salvage, and go strictly for the pay. What's this warning indicator? I need to check that. I thought I repaired it. What is wrong with my mechs? Tell me what's going on. Oh, the hand was destroyed. Who cares about a hand? I don't know what the upper arm does exactly. But that's not a big deal. I just figured it was already repaired, damn it. Along with everything else. Unless I need a component for that. Yeah, automatic repairs. We can wait 1 more day. I'm just shocked that it wasn't automatically included in the repairs, damn it.
I'll let you know when that's done.
That's what really annoys me. But oh well. We'll get this fixed up. It's very minor, mind you. I'm pretty certain it gets, yeah, at least on the crab there's a reason to have the hand there. The upper arm, maybe not so much. Well, it says down here, that's all I know. I'm gonna have to look into it more, just as we go along. So 1 day, and then we do our mission.
I wrapped up that job you asked for.
Everything's done. Argo is gonna be done in 2 days. Let's do ourselves another mission. Keep the pay going, and hopefully get ourselves something exciting. I want to get into the bigger and more vicious stuff as quickly as possible, since it's going to be pretty repetitive otherwise, I fear. Do I do the battle, since we are going strictly for money and not so much salvage? I may regret this. And do I have an easy way? No, not to train these pilots, damn it. That's kind of what I was hoping, and I don't have another pilot skill. Or another pilot already trained. So Medusa, congratulations, you have just been promoted. And there's our new skill tree there. It's got a little additional tweaks, but the main ones that I noticed is Juggernaut and Master Tactician are now the first row. Ooh, +2 morale gain. And what exactly does Sensor Lock do? and removes 2 of its evasive charges, so that's still in effect. I can see why it would be pretty powerful, mind you. It's a damn essential ability for trying to snipe things, especially the light mechs. When you consider the fact you can't just get rid of evasion stacks, it's almost mandatory. Now let's try this again. Battle. I had bad history of battles, so you know this is going to go well. This is just asking for disaster. With my current record I've had. Ooh, a priority mission. Failing a priority mission will result in campaign loss. Oh, this is just a recommendation because I'm going to be so screwed. It's probably true. It is probably true. Let us be open-minded about the possibility of retreating, since this is going to go badly for me otherwise. And I want to say they did the smart thing with RogueTech and made so I can't just evac and immediately end the mission. I would have to run to the evac. I'm hoping. Only one way to find out. Now load up for us so we can get the carnage going. This is just going to be slugfest after slugfest, and I'm excited to see where it takes us. This should be tough. It should be, but at least the first mission was actually pretty straightforward. It would have been a lot harder if the AI was smart enough not to chase after me, though, and stayed with the turrets this entire time. Although, to be fair, those turrets could have still shot at us if we were in range, so it's not as terrible as I make it sound. We know what we're doing, though. It's just a question, is there a second lance I should fear? And this high ground is pretty damn potent for accuracy. How easy is it to get up there, though? Not too terribly bad. So I think that's where we're going, especially with my large lasers and Centurion. I don't know how easy it would be to use these buildings to obscure vision, so we're not even going to attempt it, since that's been really difficult to utilize the best of my ability. Since it's so easy for him to just walk around and shoot my arms, and being hit and wasn't really all that effective in the standard vanilla campaign anyway. It only increases the chance to hit by 5%, which isn't a big deal. It's not really worth it, as opposed to 25% cover of being in trees. Never mind the fact this might be more long-range shots for him. And for me, but we're going to overlook that fact.
Roger.
Let's see, nothing yet. I wonder if they're going to come towards me like they did with the first mission. That's what I'm curious about.
Location confirmed.
Nothing yet. But once we'll trigger them soon enough. And you cannot even get up there, so I put you in a horrible spot, gearhead. Oh well. Not much we can do to speed this along still. Yeah, that is going to get annoying. I sprint them kind of sinking. It would automatically end their turn. I just got to remember the hotkey. So subtract will do that. That might speed along a little bit. Maybe. Not as much as I thought it would.
Pedal to the metal.
I'm still interested to see if they're going to come after me. But we'll know once I spot them. I'm assuming this will spot them now that I'm almost within sensor range of the objective. No? Huh. Interesting.
Yes, Commander.
We'll just do the safe. I got the high ground there. It's all I could ask for, and there's nice steep pillars that I can actually use to sort of hide behind. It's probably really unreliable, but it'll help when one of my mechs take a lot of notable damage.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So we got a really good vantage point up here,
Got it. Max speed,
and I'm going
no
to try and abuse it to the best of my ability. Just don't leave us this suspense there. Medusa,
for orders.
you should be able to spot him now, right? I'm just wondering if there's anything you can hide behind, sort of, to avoid getting shot up horribly there. And the answer looks like no.
Got it.
Really? Still nothing. Well, this is taking a lot longer than I would care to admit. It is the safe way to go, though.
Understood. Moving
Never
fast.
mind the fact it's better for me. Just straight up better for me with the height accuracy. I'm assuming that's still in play. Okay, they're actually coming into vision now. Which probably means they actually saw me first. Is there another thing with like better XCOM and a better Advent where they have better vision radius than me? That would suck. That is really irritating for XCOM. Maybe not so much a big deal for BattleTech, mind you. And these are medium mechs too, let's keep that in mind. This is the real deal. At least those two are.
What can I do for you?
And you got a bunch of medium lasers. You kind of want to get up close there.
Going
Which makes me regret not having you in the crab with 2 large lasers. I could always I could switch out your gear to maybe equip 2 large lasers if I so wish. But you're good as a fireboat, or laser boat,
I've got
or at least something that deals a lot of damage. Okay, I'm wrong.
Standing by.
Huh, that's interesting. Why is it that they have 3 light mechs when they were going at the same time as my mediums? I'm just going to reserve with that said.
Reserving action.
I'm a little bit confused by this, but at least it's only 4 light mechs. So I feel a lot better about this prospect for the time being. Ooh, Firestar, maybe not so much. I think it's sprinted though. It's going to be hard enough to hit as is, but it shouldn't be able to hit me.
I hear you.
Not the best.
Ready for orders.
And I got this entire turn to do however I wish. And apparently I cannot see that mech. I almost don't want to jump with you in case your allies,
What can I
your
do
lance
for you?
mates, can't actually shoot it.
Ready for orders.
If I were to be honest there. Yeah, no one can actually shoot that cursed thing. So much for my height advantage, but at least I can get a nice firing
On
line.
the move.
I like that idea. Just back up to where the other mechs can't see me, just focus down one mech as they come up at a time. I like that idea a lot. I just gotta be mindful that Firestar may have a lot of flamethrowers. Which will screw me over immensely if I'm not careful. And your sprinting is really damn limited. So I think I'm just gonna do a regular move and hope
No need to tell me twice.
you all can shoot the Firestar when it comes in. Now, Medusa, we know what you're doing. You're just backing up and being a suitable bait. Especially with your brace. Although we learned your evasion stacks aren't all that helpful. So we're going to make up for it for bracing you as well. Time to game the mechanics. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are we playing against an actual opponent? Is this an actual player? The AI is learning to reserve. Oh my god, my mind is blown right now. My mind is blown.
Yes, Commander.
I hear you.
I cannot see you, but one of my mechs is not going to get an
Commander.
opportunity to shoot, I don't
What
think.
can I do for you?
I would like my
Ready for orders.
Centurion to be that one. Bait out some shots. Can I sprint into woods at least? I'd be fine with not bracing at least.
Throttle down.
Now come on, you know you want to shoot my Centurion, everyone else is all protected. Now, the big question is the Firestarter gonna go or not? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is getting better and better.
Go.
At least I can sort of get a shot now. But now I'm forced to play this differently. As a result of all this mind-blown experience. This is not going to go well. Unless I want to commit to a short-range shot. It's not quite short-range, I don't think. So I may not even attempt it. Since I do want that cover.
Firing jump jets.
And since I don't have actual vision, I don't know what the hit chance even is. And you brace, so it wasn't even worth it. Firestarter, come on up. Oh, you better not melee me. Good God, really? Well, I'm thankful for that. What the hell? You can melee me and shoot? I call foul play, but with all the brilliance of the AI, it did one thing horribly wrong. I got an amazing rear shot. I'm just not in the most optimum range, but this would be amazing if it hits the rear. And I hope that was just a regular walk and not a sprint. Because I cannot say no to a shot like that. I need to hit, though. Ooh, critical hit on the engine. I did not even look.
Like that, and you're toast.
I didn't even see what exactly this mech is. Oh, those were plasma torches. Okay. I thought they were PPCs. Nope, they are something completely different. I'm gonna assume that's a melee weapon of sorts. Alright, that explains it now.
Orders?
I was paranoid that, for some reason, you were shooting PPCs at me at point-blank range.
I copy.
Which normally would be a horrible idea when you consider the fact that PPCs have a minimum range. Never mind the fact that it's a Firestarter with a ridiculous mobility that just meleeed me. This is gonna hurt. Please kill it.
Locking in all weapon systems.
I'll take it. I will definitely take the hit like that.
Taking a critical hit.
Nabadusa. Oh, you're not going to get the benefits of going. Yeah, the AI's definitely gotten smarter. Since that Firestarter would have been dead as hell if I jump jet behind it. Maybe even meleeed it, but I wasn't going to attempt that anyway. So you were all sorts of screwed, buddy.
Good to go.
I just wish I had that extra shot. Ooh, I could still flank you. I don't. It is way too risky, though. With that said, they're reserving again, damn it.
What can I do for you?
I'm kind of okay with that. It's just a question, can I get vision of another mech? And what's this do? More stability damage and hard to hit in melee. Which is something I don't think I care about right now. Since these are all light mechs, I have the bigger melee punch. Hopefully we can get the hit. It's going to be hard to kill this thing though, with all the juicy rear shots we got, but it's a great way to cripple it. How dare you shoot my Jenner? That is foul play. But at the end of the day, what I'm going to do is try and leave Medusa for last. So that way I have the best chance to hit this thing if it somehow just doesn't die to everyone else. And you were going to overheat, let's keep that in mind too. Since that sounds silly, yeah, you'll just take overheat internal damage. Autocan off, we'll take a bunch of 70s and 80s. And you generate very little heat as a result. Good hits. Ooh, you failed a stability check. And as I understand it, as made apparent, he fell the hell down. Sadly, that means I'm not going to get a rear shot anymore, since the animation always has him falling backwards and not forward. Which is a bit of a shame. I would love to see him fall forward and leave the rear completely exposed in certain situations. It would have to be very specific situations, mind you, because otherwise that'd be almost guaranteed death for anyone that falls down. Now heat. Let's not get too hot, shall we? You're 8 heat, medium laser's 10, so why the hell not fire a medium laser with that said? Get a little bit of cooldown. Did that kill it? Did that kill it? Ooh, you had an ultralight gyro. It's a shame I kinda killed it. I would have loved that for salvage. With my one priority salvage, that is. Medusa, I want you to keep jumping because, yeah, you're completely cooled off. Anyway, nobody shot you. You're braced, the Panther. I would like to maximize my hit chance. And that looks like it might do it. I just don't know how much the obscured will affect your aim.
Lifting off.
So let's find out. Only one way to know if this is the best choice or not. Apparently it was a horrible choice. Oh wait, you're the wrong target. What the hell are you? Kanazuki power armor? Oh my god, look at him, he's adorable. He's floating and adorable. Can I keep him? Can I put a mech pilot in there and leave him to certain death? Since I'm only allowed to pilot 4 mechs. Never mind the fact this thing's hacking somehow. This is not at all what I was expecting. And it even tells us what kind of special weaponry they have. It just won't give us the stats. But it's power armor laser, power armor SRMs. Sadly, that thing's going to be a pain in the ass to hit.
Lucky that one.
I was completely unprepared for that. Ah! This thing's not cute and adorable anymore. That thing has teeth.
Orders.
Oh, like, can I shoot it again? It looks like it gets permanent full evasion stacks because it's a T-type mech. Or a T-type power armor. Let's not insult this thing any more than we have to. This thing is a battle armor. And I don't know if it has jump jets. I could have checked, mind you. Never mind the fact we never looked at how much hit points it had. But I think you're the least of my worries. As we come to find out, you don't even want to give me your stats, do you? Come on. Yeah. Almost anything besides a medium and small laser will kill you, just about.
Orders. I hear
I
you.
want to deal with this Panther, but I think it braced.
Yes, Commander.
What is that purple supposed to mean? I have no idea. I want to use the height advantage, which maybe that's what that blue... No, that blue line can't represent that, right? Since I was shooting at a bunch of buildings and turrets that always had high ground on me. I don't know what this is supposed to represent, damn it. I'm still gonna have to figure it out. But you have a chance to hit it.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, we got a hit. Sadly, had to hit the arm and not the torso,
Waiting for orders.
which really stinks.
Receiving you.
And everything moved. Okay, so maybe...
Waiting on you, Commander.
Yeah, let's prioritize the armor. It's not going to be best chance to hit it. But if we stay out of line of sight of the other ones, then they're just going to burn our turn trying to catch me. All the while, let's cool down. Actually, let's cool down with getting rid of the lowest chance to hit lasers.
No sweat.
Oh well. I'm still going to
Stand
cool down
still
for the
while
real
attacking
fight.
you.
Can we at least get another
Standing
hit?
by.
The LRMs are almost guaranteed to get a hit.
Heading out.
It's just not going to be a very impressive hit if it's the only one that hits. You're going to cool down a tiny bit, and maybe you do some good damage. Ah. Wow, surprising amount of missile hits, considering.
Yes, Commander. Got it.
How are we looking at? Is this thing about dead? It's making it really difficult to try and see its status, mind you, because it's so damn small. Oh my god. Look at Panama's crack shot skills. Holy crap. How are you so accurate when everyone else has like 30s and 40s? Oh, it's unsteady, that's why.
Locked on target.
It lost its evasion stacks. That explains everything. I'm sorry, fella.
Kill.
We're gonna salvage you later if it's at all possible. It's a stupid idea, but I'm gonna see if it's possible.
Aye, aye.
Now, one of them moved. Let's just reserve, see what the other one does.
Affirmative.
Come on. I would love to reassure him with Medusa.
Orders.
I don't think it's possible at this angle, mind you. I do get a point-blank shot on the flank, which may be good enough. It is braced and it's a commando. A commando with a large laser? A large laser minus. What the hell is that? You poor thing. The battle armor was cute and adorable. You are just sad right now. And I'm going to take these 50s to hit. Unless I do a cold shot. That's a horrible chance to hit. I'm not even going to look at that number. And even braced it, got to the armor. Ah, dang it, can't quite... You're the only one who could have got a shot off. Well, so much for that. Oh well, I do have LRM-10s to at least do some damage. That was only, what, one missile that actually hit, though? Let's just sprint and get you ready for next turn. Hopefully.
Pedal to the metal.
Since if we can get at least one flank shot with one of these mechs, that will do a world of hurt. That'll do a world good for me. I just don't think I want them all over there. Since I don't think my Centurion wants to be shooting at the rear, even if it has the firepower to justify it. Commando, what are you doing? With your silly little large laser. Ow. You dick. And it's still not going to let me get that flank shot, but you were not braced at least, so... There's always that. Reserve, let's see what the Panther does. You're the one I probably want to shoot at, because you're the scary one with the PPC. Good God. That would have been terrifying if that hit my head, never mind the fact that it just got rid of all my stability in a single hit. So you are a very serious threat, and I'll have to second guess trying to flank. Ooh, rear shot. Not the most amazing rear shot, but it helps. Although maybe I should have shot with you later. You're the one with the amazing 70s to hit after all. What kind of stability damage does this do? Only 7. Which I don't know what exactly that means, to be fair.
Firing on rear arc.
One good large laser hit, I'll take it.
Standing by.
You're unsettled. That's another beautiful rear shot. With some good chances to hit. We're gonna fire everything mercilessly, because you're the scary one. You're the one that's an actual mech. Anything juicy I need to be mindful of? It's gonna take a lot of looking. Ooh, it even tells us the exact ammo count. That I approve of. That's a change I'm really happy to see.
Locked on. Rear armor.
So 2 large lasers on the rear. That I'm definitely... Those are the best shots I could have had hit, if nothing else. Ooh. This is tempting. I need to protect that right torso, though, if I'm going to commit with Medusa trying to flank. And I gotta remember, minimum range. There is a minimum range to these things, so that's a horrible idea. And 12% chance, not worth it. And I could, yeah, you could just dump fire or indirect fire, which is still a horrible chance to hit, mind you, so maybe I won't do that. Jeez, even without using a jump jet, your chance to hit is horrible. Good God. Oh, stability damage? Maybe that's why. Maybe that's where my problem's lying right now. I'm just curious, is that true? Moved, we knew that. Minimum, medium range, jumped. I'm just wondering if there's something that's accounting for me being unsteady, maybe. Since even just a regular walk didn't seem like it did a whole lot.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Can't quite get my rear shot. So how close can I get in its face? Really damn close.
On my way.
Make this hurt for me, please, Gearhead. Because you got all these weapons for a reason.
Take this.
Ah, missed that autocannon shot. Only 2 laser hits, damn it. They are kind of surrounded, needless to say. And that leg is still a juicy target, even for Gearhead. And we're going to reserve to give Medusa some breathing room. And you have a minimum range, I gotta abuse that fact too. Ooh, are you running hot, my friend? Are you concerned about overheating? Well, I'm not. Well, it didn't look like you were worried about overheating, you just sinked all your heat. Gearhead, you can't really move much, so maximize your chance to hit. This will just almost redline you. Or at least put you through that, over that threshold. Not quite redline yet. Damn it! Another 2 laser hits. I was hoping for more. I was hoping for so much more, Gearhead. Is there a way I can get direct line of sight of the commando, but I don't care about the commando.
Good to go.
Ooh, if you could take Panama's spot, you might be able to.
Roger that.
Just gotta be mindful of heat. Ooh, what's the skull? Chat? Oh, low profile. Oh, that's the quirk on the mech. That's something they added to some of these, at least special mechs, maybe? I do need to keep an eye out for that, since I don't recall seeing on any of these current mechs I've been fighting against.
Locked on.
There goes your leg. You are primed for a kill now, especially since your initiative just went down too. Medusa's gonna get a shot on you, as well as whoever I wish, before you get the hell back up,
Standing by.
I think. I don't think it works as I'm thinking.
Confirmed.
I'm gonna get a shot guaranteed, that's all I know. Fire everything. Even the LRMs? Even the LRMs.
Confirmed.
Perfect. Plenty of clean kills.
Tango down.
Now, Medusa.
Go.
I know it's only a large laser, but that large laser can cut your torso off. So we gotta do this proper. Which torso is it again? Your right torso. So I'm hoping this thing cannot shoot that side torso if I do it like this. Your chance to hit is awful. But I'll take it anyway.
Our go.
Oh my god! Even braced, it did not matter. That was one clutch shot. How much health did I even have? Yeah, I must have hit that leg already. I honestly can't remember. Ooh, this commando has a quirk too. It's primitive. Oh, primitive chassis are slower. Huh. I feel even more sad for this poor fella.
What do you need?
And apparently, I can't shoot him anymore? Oh, yeah, we can. We can shoot the hell out of him. Where's the laser? I may want to focus on killing that. And I'm curious what the hell that large laser negative is supposed to be. Without a doubt, it's like a negative effect. Ooh, it could knock out the pilot.
Something good.
But I don't think I want to salvage this commando anyway. Never mind, it's pretty much near impossible to get the commando. Just maybe 2 or 3 components, if I'm really lucky.
Receiving you.
So let's finish this thing off. Watch my heat. It goes without saying. Yeah, this thing's almost dead. Do I call it shot? Ooh, that is not worth it. Oh, it's saw. I'm shooting a side, am I now? Okay, that explains why that shot looks so bad.
Got it.
If you're unsteady, I don't think you lose your brace, mind you. I'm probably thinking if it's your evasion stacks you lose. And you are going to overheat immensely. So we're going to manage that. I could still overheat with you, since I'm going to repair you no matter what. Just for that 6 points of damage you took, you're still going to need repair time. So let's overdo it. Let's get excessive. Let's get crazy. Ooh, we just legged this thing. And we killed the pilot, but I think that's just because the mech's gone.
Watch my heat. I'm taking damage.
Yep, I gotta remember, down below.
Mission successful.
At least that's not gonna intrude on the, or be that inconvenient. We're just, again, not gonna get much of a briefing because this is technically the same version as the vanilla, or 1.0, with damn DX Tory. That was fun. I still had the better mechs, mind you, for 1.5 skulls, where it was telling me I was unprepared for this fight. Still a little bit of repair time. It still matters. Oh my god, I could get the power armor. It's the biggest waste of my salvage priority, but I'm tempted just because of the power armor. And the ER mechs aren't that much of all that exciting. Ooh, the ER medium laser on the other hand. Hello, me, ER. Blah. That was horribly said anyway. I'm tempted to grab that. Primitive cockpit. That poor commando. Just look at the poor debuffs that thing had. Where's the large laser negative? Or I can't salvage that probably because when I destroyed the torso, it destroyed the arm. That's probably why, damn it. You are worth the 200,000. Oh, we get the power armor anyway. I think the game is trying to tell me something. I'm not gonna lie, it wants me to take the power armor. It's forcing it down my throat. I had nothing to do with it. I'm trying to play optimally here. The game wants me to be suboptimal. Oh well, that was a fun time. Surprisingly straightforward, considering I had 3 mediums versus their 4 lights. So it was easy enough for me, wasn't it? But I think we're going to call a wrap here. We're going to try for another stream, maybe 2. And hopefully we get things to pick up really quick. Maybe I go even more ridiculous and do higher ranked missions just so we can fight things on par with us. That's where the real beauty is going to be. Those really tense and even fights. But I gotta find that line first if I'm going to benefit off it. But before we go, I'm just curious. Did the equipment change? I was going to say, maybe, is there any mechs? No, there's not. I think the Autocan 10 and Autocan 20 Plus were already here to begin with. And I could switch this out for to give to the Hunchback. That's always a possibility. PPC Plus, I think that was there before. We got Case, which I'm going to have to seriously consider for anything that has lots of ammo on it. Since apparently ammo explosions are going to do what they're supposed to, which is immediately kill a mech if you don't have these cases or the ammo is almost completely expended. These things are terrifying. The ammo explosions, I mean. Ooh, gauze ammo. You know, that excites me. That excites me tremendously. We just gotta find an actual gauze rifle now. With the success I had with Highlander, or was it Behemoth and her Highlander? I want more of them, and I'm able to get it now with RogueTech. But nonetheless, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm interested to see what else we can do, what mischief we can find. Although, if I'm going to stay on one planet, it's going to not really make it much of a sandbox experience, is it now?